All right, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, call Haloim La Alahaya Now, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Hawakakwadash, Shalom Barakim, La Baka Yarim Yasha'ala, Ha'akim, Ha'akwakim, Wabunim, Washinikabaga Walwakab, Zakwani Noah, Waha, Shaliakim Noah, Yasha'ala, Ba'aith. All right, what I just said in the Hebrew was bless you most high, bless the Son. All praises unto our power and most high in the name of the Son, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. I also said peace and blessings to the elect, to the men, women, and children of Israel, pursuant to the prophecies. All right, in Jeremiah, Salakia, in Genesis, Salakia means pardon me, or excuse me, Genesis 49 and Deuteronomy 28, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, pursuant to those prophecies of our ancestors, Masha, or Moses, and Yaquab, which means Jacob. And I also said double honors to our elders and apostles of Israel in these times. All right, in the English, they're known as Great Millstone. That's what the name they've been coined. Now, this is going to be Psalms chapter 7 and the demise of Esau. All right, because what kept running through my mind as I was watching some of the things that were going on yesterday here in D.C. area, I kept thinking to myself, you know what, he dug this pit himself. And that scripture is found in here in Psalms, the 7th chapter, but the whole chapter is really good. So I'm just going to read through it a little bit, kind of just speak on some of the things that's going on. And because David was actually a prophet himself, you know, this is a song that was sung, but you know, this is also prophecy that can be used, all right, to comfort the elect soul, for understanding of what's going on, and not to be afraid of these things that are going on, because it's going to get worse, you know. Instead of them rioting and going to and bursting in these Capitol buildings and stuff like that, they're going to be going to people's houses, people's neighborhoods, all right, in packs just like that. So this is Psalms 7th chapter, verse 1. It says, Shigayawan of David, which he sang unto the Lord concerning the words of Cush the Benjamite. It says, O Lord, my power, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me, and deliver me, lest he tear my soul like a lion, rending it in pieces, while there is none to deliver. And that's the mindset that we should have, the same mindset of the king. All right, we're supposed to have a ruling class mentality. We should be able to rule our minds and understand that we need to be humble enough to obey the power of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, and let them defend us, all right, and save us from all them that persecute us. Now it said, lest he tear my soul like a lion, and we know, let's see, lion, devour. 1 Peter 5 and 8, that's why 1 Peter 5 and 8 says this. I kind of just jumped to some precepts throughout here as well. It's 1 Peter 5, and, ooh, that's good, yeah, let me start at, verse 5. It says, Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Ye, all of you, be subject to one another, and be clothed with humility. See, that's why I said even the king was humble, you know. It says, for the power resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that he may exalt you in due time. And we are in due time, the latter times, all right, the year of our redeemed, the acceptable year of our Lord. This is the due time when the Lord is going to exalt us, but with the humility has to come first. It says, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right, and this is the seed. This is the seed of the roaring lion. All right, I'm just here on Twitter. I typed in protest and just clicked on photos. All right, all these people that were out there marching. This is the roaring, the seed of the roaring lion, or the devil, if you will. All right. A lot of our people, you're gonna go out there march, and you're gonna get caught up just like this. This is Psalms, back in Psalm 7 and 3 again. It says, Lest he tear my soul, rending it in pieces, while there is none to deliver. Right, so our soul should not be shaken up right now. Esau, our enemy, his soul should be shaken up because he's going down. That's why he's rushing his main Capitol building, and they're fighting against each other. Psalm 7 and 3, it says, O Lord, my power, if I have done this, if there be iniquity in my hands, if I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, yea, I have delivered him that without cause is mine enemy. So this is even in this ask of deliverance, because this is like a prayer of deliverance. David is also repenting. You know, in these times we need to repent more. We need to turn back more. All right, it says, "Yea, I have delivered him that without cause is my enemy." See, we're doing the best that we can, pushing this truth. You know, even amongst the 2/3, all right, without cause, there are enemies. All right, and they because they don't have the understanding, so that means that they're enemies of Yahweh Shah. You know, of the doctrine of this truth of this faith. All right, they're going to be in league right with these devils, not only trying to persecute one another, but they might try and persecute us. That's why verse 5 it says, "Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it. Yea, let him tread down my life upon the earth and lay mine honor in the dust." Salah. That's a humble saying from the king, as great as he was. Verse 6 it says, "Arise, O Lord, in thine anger, lift up thyself because of the rage of mine enemies. Awake for me to the judgment that thou hast commanded." All right, now if I'm not mistaken, G. George Floyd Trump supporter. Let me look something up real quick here. Yeah, you see this? So it said, "Arise, O Lord, lift up thyself because of the rage of my enemies." Now look at this. In the midst of all that what you call the rioting and what was going on, you had a Trump supporter out there reenacting the George Floyd thing that was going on some steps of a building nearby or something like that. All right, it says two Trump supporters were caught on video reenacting the horrific death of George Floyd. All right, so this is how our enemy or Esau feels about us. All right, it says, "And awake for me to judgment that thou hast commanded. So shall the congregation of the people compass thee about. For their sakes, therefore, return thou on high." And this is why I say, "Shalom, ma barakim, labak ayarim," peace and blessing to the elect. All right, that's the only reason, um, we do these videos. Of course, to show ourselves worthy and acceptable, but also to comfort, wake up the elect, and bring forth more understanding and edification. Because edification, the building up of our spirit and our minds in these times is what we need. All right, for the preparation of our spirit and our minds for the things that we're going to see. Verse 7 again, "So shall the congregation, the people compass thee about. For their sakes, therefore, return thou on high. The Lord Yahweh shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, according to my righteousness and according to mine integrity that is in me." And that's what we're praying for right now. You know, that in these turbulent times, the civil, the mass death that's coming, the race riots, the cannibalism, the what do they call it? The herd immunization, the forced herd immunization of the citizens. All right, we want the Lord Yahweh Bashmiah to judge us according to the righteousness that we've done. All right, for His name's sake, according to our integrity, which is the Mayim. Verse 9 it says, "Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end." All right, so that's why I call this also the demise of E, because Esau. Now, everybody who's spiritual knows anything about the Bible. They know about how the Lord refers to. He talks about wickedness and the wicked. All right. Well, the wicked is actually outlined as a certain people on earth. All right. That's what they don't teach you in these churches. That's what's the masses of those people that were marching and storming the Capitol. All right. They have no idea what their true nationality is. They think they're patriots, Americans. All right. Y'all are Edomites. Okay. These people are Edomites. All right, you are the seed of the wicked. It says, "Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end." And that's what the Lord's doing right now. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, "I loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness." And we're starting to see some of that happen now. All right. Some of their mountains represent a power structure. That power structure is slowly falling, but it's going to become physical very soon. You know, that's why you see these people fighting against the police and stuff like this. You know, these people going hard. These Edomites, all right, these Edomites going hard for their so-called country that they stole. Remember, this land was stolen. All right, this is what you call karma. All right, this karma coming back upon this land. All right, this is Malachi 1 and verse 3 again. It says, "And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith," and Edom, all right, Edom is the Hebrew word Adawam, which means red. That's how we know who you Edomites are. Your blood flow shows forth through your skin, and when you were born, your granddaddy Esau, when you read the scriptures, it was always prophesied for him to be a different spirit than us. He was the wicked. He was the wicked twin brother, and we were the righteous twin brother. All right. We Esau saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And the Lord's throwing down right now. All right, that's why in Psalms it said, let the wicked come to an end. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. That's a curse. All right, that's a curse. This is where I got the video from, or the picture for this from. You see, that's symbolic right there. When I saw that, look at this. This Save America sign ripped in half. All right, that's him bringing down these Edomites, man. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and capital T, this is their title. The people whom, these are two titles. The border of wickedness is a capital T, and then also the people whom the Lord hath indignation forever. And indignation is righteous anger. So Psalms the 7th chapter is indeed talking about the demise of Esau when David refers to, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just, for the righteous power trieth the hearts and reins. All right, because in Habakkuk 2, let me go to Habakkuk, Habakkuk, all right, and Habakkuk 2 and verse 4, it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. This is talking about the enemy. All right, this is talking about Esau. It's saying his soul which is lift up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. And that's what we're doing. That's why you don't see our sect of Israel. You're not going to see Great Millstone out there prophesying in the midst of an all-out self-destruction of Esau. All right, we are established by our belief. All right, that's why when the Lord, he tries your reins, he wants to see how much you believe, how much you trust in what he says we should be doing. That's why our feet have been established, and they're unmovable. It says, my defense is of the power which saveth the upright in heart. All right, let's look up that word upright real quick. All right, let's look up the word upright in heart. It says yashar, which means upright, straight, upright, correct. All right, and we have the 100% truth, straightforward. All right, fitting, proper. That's why the scripture says that you're reasonable service, you're acceptable. All right, in Romans 12, let's go to Romans 12 real quick. Romans 12, I think it is. Yeah, it says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the power, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable, which is your reasonable service. That acceptable was what? It has to be correct. It has to be right. All right, that's why the Lord said that he would, our defense is in the Most High, which saveth the upright in heart. All right, it says the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the power judgeth the righteous, and the power is angry with the wicked every day. All right, that's why there's going to be more turmoil. There's going to be a lot more tension, you know, because every day the Lord is going to amplify it. You see, it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse from here on out. All right, it's going to get worse. You see this? This is supposed to be where the inauguration is. And these people bugging. All right, these people are bugging. All right, these Edomites. This is the demise of Esau. This is supposed to be where he controls everything, where his power comes from. All right, and they're using it like it's a playground, man. And whether it's crisis act, which there's definitely crisis actors, but whether it's agent provocateurs or not, it's good because that means the Lord's doing what he said he would. All right, he's still angry with the wicked every day. It says, verse 12, if he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. That's why in the meantime, you still have these Iran uranium. You still have things going on in the Middle East popping off. All right. The Lord's still wetting his sword. While all this is going on, these other countries are laughing. It says Iran starts 20% uranium enrichment, seizes South Korea ship. Iran ramps up uranium enrichment and seizes tanker, and tensions rise with the U.S. That's why David said this. This is the demise of Esau. It says if he turned not, and the United States isn't going to turn back. All right, California out there talking about voting whether they're going to give reparations or not. That's ridiculous. All right, how they stole that land from Issachar and Gad. All right, it's took all the gold out there. That's why you get that term 49ers. All right, look, the Lord remembers all the treaties that were broken, all the blood that was shed from the tribe of Judah all the way to the tribe of Issachar here in Great Babylon that Esau controls. That's why the Lord said He will whet His sword. He had bent His bow and made it ready, and those bows are the nuclear missiles. They're going to destroy America amongst all this chaos that's going on. It says He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. Whew. Man, hey, the Lord ain't playing, man. He about to wreck Esau for real. It says he has also prepared for him the instruments of death. All right, and that's it. These are the instruments of death. All right, let's type in Iran nukes, and let's just click on images. All right, and whew, my goodness, this is what the Lord is talking about. The instruments of death. All right, this is what the Lord is referring to. All right, in the scriptures that are prepared for the demise of Esau in Psalms the 7th chapter. This is how we understand it. We're comforted by this. This means we get delivered. All right, this means we get out of here through the Spirit. But it's a buildup, you know. It's a buildup. It's a buildup, and Esau's trying to control the narrative. But remember, we understand the entire narrative, so we can't get swayed. That's why I'm going through this chapter. All right, that's why the scriptures refer to the scriptures are our comforter. All right, this is Psalm 7 and 13. It says, He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Again, these are the arrows. All right, and the persecutors are these Edomites that are out here protesting. These are the persecutors. Talking about civil war. The last civil war, they was giving Jake options. Either you slave or you go fight. All right. You know, that wasn't no civil war, our civil war. All right. You read about our civil wars in the scriptures. The war that's coming to this place ain't got nothing to do with the elect of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, which means the elect of the Most High in the name of His Son. The true Israelites will be delivered from the coming chaos that's going on. Of course, we're going to see it and get caught up in it, but at the same time, again, the Lord is going to protect us. He said again, the Most High judges the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. So that means He's happy with us every day, but we have to be faithful. It says, verse 14, Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and hath conceived mischief. Right, that's why that guy with the horns, they're saying that he's a crisis actor. I don't know where this guy is. This guy. All right, this is conceiving mischief. Apparently, this guy is all over the damn place. You know, he's at the Black Lives Matter protest. You know, he's in Miami popping bottles one week. You know, then whoever the higher ups give him a call, and he's on a plane somewhere else at another protest. You know, so that's Esau is within these lines of Psalms the 7th chapter. We understand why he has to receive his demise, man. He has to go. He's got to go. All right. It says, Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and hath conceived mischief. All right. How did he conceive mischief? Well, whenever we're out there and we're upset with something that's going on with our people, we get shot up. You know, we get sprayed with cannons. Our communities, they send a missile to our community when we try to fix our situation. But when it comes to Esau and these Edomites, right, the so-called white man, they just let them in freely. This is the Capitol building, you know what I'm saying? This is federal property. All right, this is federal property these people are on. And they just let them in. All right, but again, we all know, had that have been us, they would have brought out the big-ass lawnmower. It would have been over. It would have been through, you know? Would have been through. Look, yeah, see, that would have been us. That's how we was sit. I was sitting inside like, oh, that's what was my face. I ain't getting involved in that shit, but I will drink some yayan to it. Oh, that's spiritual. Look at this. You know, I'm gonna leave that there for a second. Let me go back to this precept. It says, "And had conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood." All right, they want you to think. They want you to think that that these people, they call them rioters. They're not calling them thugs. You know, these people, man. These are the Edomites. Look at this. That's a Edomite for sure. Probably walk like Matt Damon. It's an inside joke. The elders and apostles. Yeah, Matt Damon got that 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 caveman walk. Oh man. Um, it says and brought forth falsehood. It says he made a pit and digged it. Yeah, he dug the pit with us. He had us in the pit. We were the ones digging the pit for him. Backs getting whipped. You know what I'm saying? You get a speck of blood on the cotton that you've been picking all day with no water in the sun, and this man he beats you and then rapes your wife. You know, and built the entire society off of it. Free slave labor. You know, then he brought up this thing called a sharecropping where we can get involved and get some money back. All right, but because of laws and legislations that were passed by these goddamn Edomites, our people couldn't benefit from it. You know what I mean? And that's the pit that they dug. There's this society is going down, and they've built it. They wanted it so. Remember, the scripture says. Let me hold a couple precepts so I do not forget these, because I know I'll forget. And let me keep them. Let me keep the missiles on deck. Blue letter, blue letter Bible.org. Let me get this other one. Numbers, a couple of precepts here. Numbers 35. Let me just set this up right nice real quick. 35. Okay, yeah. So let me get Matthew first. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse um, 17. It says, "Think not that I'm come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill." This is Yahweh Shah talking. It says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. So, this is one of the laws. This is why these people are in uproar, because of this law. All right, the Lord is coming to fulfill this, all right, and it's being fulfilled. Numbers 35 and 33. "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." Well, you had bloodshed yesterday, all right, and they're going to be all hung up on that, or they might sweep that under the rug. That Edomite who got shot, um, that Edomite who got shot in when she tried to climb through that window, all right. Well, according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, in Matthew's the first, not Matthew, Malachi the first chapter, the Lord, you're the people of the Lord's indignation forever. So if she was an Edomite, then that was a righteous kill, straight from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, now back here again, it says Psalm 7:15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. All right, and he made that ditch again with us. Now the Lord is tossing Esau in there. It says his mischief shall return upon his own head. Yeah, this mischief is returned upon they ain't gonna do nothing. All right, these people, a lot of these people who were sitting up in their office, sitting at Nancy Pelosi's desk, they're gonna run your facial recognition. If you go to the airport, they're gonna be sitting at you at Dulles International or Reagan International or BWI. They're gonna be waiting for your ass at the airport, or they may be waiting for you back in Dallas. You know, all you Texans, man, all you so-called God-fearing patriots of America. You know, you digging this pit, you doing all this chaos. The Lord's gonna bring it back on you, and He's bringing it back for what you did to our people, the true Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to the prophecies again in Genesis 49 and in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. The prophets Moses and the prophet Jacob, our ancestors. All right, verse 16 again. It says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. And that's what's going on. All that violence that they did against us, all right, that's all coming upon them right now. Let's look up pate real quick, because I've never, Okay, quad quad. All right, quad quad, and it means head, crown of head, top of head, hairy crown, scalp. And that's what's going on. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted Job 27. That's what I wanted because that bloodshed. Remember, the demise of Esau is coming also because of the again mainly the bloodshed of of the Israelites, and the land cannot be cleansed of that blood according to the law that Yahweh is not going to destroy. It can't be cleansed unless that blood is shed. This is Job 27:13. It says, "This is the portion of a wicked man." Remember, the wicked is Esau. You understand that now. Malachi, the first chapter. Psalms, the seventh chapter. All right. Job 27:13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High. And the heritage of oppressors, right? So it's in their heritage. It's in their family history. It's been passed down for them to be oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. So the Lord is in control of all this rioting, them fighting against each other, oppressing us at this. They're oppressing us at the same time while they're fighting against each other. It's complete chaos, all controlled in order, in perfect order though, under the order of the Almighty. All right. It says, if his children, the Edomites, if his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. That's why you see his offspring out here. They're pissed off. They ain't getting a piece of the American pie. All right, that shit is expired. That shit been sitting in the fridge since what 1776. You know, whenever the hell their last hoorah, they call their last hoorah. You know, you ain't getting it back, man. It says, "Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep." Again, Psalm 7:16, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. It says, I will praise Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. Let's make it a point to put forth the name as much as we can. When you look up Lord in all caps, you're going to see what? You're going to see Yahweh, all right? But we understand in these times, John, what is it, John, committed judgment. Committed judgment. John 5:22. We understand that we always say by Hashem Yahweh Shai because of this right here. It says, for the Father judgeth no man, but hath committed all judgment unto the Son, that all men should honor the Son, even as they honor the Father. He that honoreth not the Son honoreth not the Father which hath sent him. So again, and the Son said, all right, the Son said in Matthew the fifth chapter, that he didn't come to destroy the law. And part of the law is that you're not supposed to shed blood in the land. That's how we know the demise of Esau is here, man. All right, he's on his way out. 2021 is going to be a horrible year for these Edomites. All right, and for the elect, all we're going to do is what? Praise Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai all the way through it, man. You know, and we're going to rely on him for our defense. And these Edomites, they have no hope. All right, because their demise is on the rise. So Kwam Yasha'ala wa Nepal Adawam, which means rise Israel and fall Esau or Edom. With that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom to all the elect tuning in. The water for all the comments and the precepts. Salaki, I gotta get back to work. But yeah, Shalom on Barakim again. Peace and blessings to you all. And double honors, of course, to our elders and apostles. They're known as Great Millstone these times in the English. And in the Hebrew, that'd be Gawala, which means great, Rakab, meaning stone, Shenya, meaning two, and Kabad, meaning honor or glory. All right, so Shalom.